Yo, sup geeks, welcome back. Okay, before proceeding to the video, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. Yes, I have an avatar now, but I will talk about this later, so let's proceed to the video. Okay, this is a collab. It's June, so don't even think we'll just skip the Pride collab this year. So a few friends and me decided to make a smaller collaboration this year, but equally awesome. So you have this weekend all covered because Hextian, Jackie O, Ancient Tyrion, Kyrus Workshop, and yours truly, we decided to bring you up these dolls before this month comes to an end. And that is also a reminder that you should be proud and celebrate who you are not only in June but always, because Pride is every day. So I decided to go with Venti from Genshin Impact. This year, I wanted to create something video games related. Representation in games in general is not the best in my opinion. I mean, it's better than in the late 90s or early 2000s, but anyways, it could be better, just my opinion. So, Venti is this very fabulous bard boy, and one of the things I love the most about him is that he clearly breaks gender stereotypes. I'm still bitter that I haven't got him in the game. I have a lot of amazing characters, but Venti is the one I wanted the most. So I don't have it in the game, but I will have him in doll form, which is kinda cooler, I think. Heck no. I still want him in my party. Okay, so let's proceed to the video. So for the doll itself, I decided to create my own doll. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to finally create a complete anime BJD. I created the doll using Blender because you know, it's free. After some weeks working on the doll, I was finally happy with the result. Nevertheless, I was really worried if all my work on the double joints would be actually functional. I 3D printed the doll using my Elegumars 2, using a blend of white and beige water washable resin. So here's the doll fully strung. I swear I was going to string it on camera, but I decided to make a stringing test first to see if it actually worked, and it did work so good, so I was like, heck no, I'm not gonna string it again. I have to say, I was so proud of myself when I finally put it all together. Like, oh my gosh, the articulations work so good. The whole doll feels really strong and it poses so well. I don't know, I feel like creating your own doll from scratch hits different. So I also made these custom eyes for the doll while sculpting him. But this doll also uses regular 12mm eyes. I could have bought them already made, but as I said before, this is a repainting video, so I really wanted to make them, my own. I decided to make them first because I feel like repainting PJD's faces, it's kinda tricky with the empty holes on the face, I don't know. I think the eyes are a huge guide and basically the most important part of the face up, so not having them there, I don't know, it just feels weird. I just want to try them from time to time on the face up, just to see if I'm going on the right direction. I really enjoy painting all these anime eyes because they're very graphic. So using regular acrylic paints, I'm just giving the final touches. I'm cleaning these scleras with a little bit of white. I know the UV resin is gonna have natural catch lights by itself, but anyways, I'm making my own painted on catch lights cause come on, this is anime. And now it's time for some glitter! I really wanna add the sparkles. I don't know, Venti is basically like a magical boy himself, so let's give him magical eyes. And to the fans, I know who Venti actually is, I just don't wanna give any spoilers. So as a final step, I'm just gonna pour the UV resin to create the dolls. And once done, onto the UV lamp, like for 3 minutes. Once cured, here's the final result. I'm really happy how they turn out. I think these ones are the best I made so far. So it's time to move on to the face-up. I don't know, this type of anime face-ups are really intimidating once you are face to face with the blank canvas. Some people are not really into anime style dolls or face-ups in general. Some other people love them. The fact is, as is everything in life, there's lovers and haters. I personally am more on the love side. I don't know, I appreciate the best of both worlds. I love my over-the-top Monster High repaints, but I also love some anime style dolls, which I always wanted to own by the way. Talking about anime style dolls, there are not too many options out there, only Asian brands I think, so you'll likely have to order them from overseas. Unless you live there, of course. Which I wish I did, cause they have so many amazing doll brands and doll market in general there. That and also the prices are not precisely reachable sometimes, at least for me. Basically, it has been impossible to get anime style based dolls at a Playline price. If you know of one, please let me know. So for this type of repaint, I prefer to go with the line work first just because since everything is so minimal, I really want to keep everything as symmetrical as possible. In order to do that, I will have to erase and correct mistakes at some point, of course. And it's really easier to fix all that only having the line work present. I mean, if I blush first and then I create the whole line work and then I made a mistake and I need to fix it, I have to erase the line work, but I will also deblush in the process, creating a huge mess. So basically I will have to start over. So that's why I'm just drawing the line work first and I will blush later. You know, just to make my life easier. And here's the face up all done. It's really simple, but I love how it captures all the aesthetic of the whole game. Okay, so for the outfit, I sew it off camera. There were a bunch of separate pieces. The whole sewing process in this doll was intense. And it was keeping that part or not being able to make it and upload the video on time, so I had to make a choice. Sorry about that. So what I'm gonna do now is take all this bunch of plain looking pieces and I'm gonna embellish them using all the golden trims, laces, ruffles and embroideries that I can find. Like for real, the designing team of this game is so good. When you see the characters, they all have so many details. There are details inside of details, inside of details. But somehow, I don't know, but the overall designs don't really look like so busy. They look clean and it's for real. Hats off to them. So as you can see, I saw the outfit pieces, but they are all looking plain. I mean, no details at all. So I did this so I could add the details and decorations later on to not suffer that much while sewing. Basically, I'm just gluing stuff to make all the pieces to look fancier than they actually are. Like, these are just doll clothes. It's just an illusion. Probably if I would have tried to sew on all the details in the very beginning, the outfit would have ended up being too bulky. So I think this is a better solution. Though outfits are just about illusions. Also, I was not willing to exactly replicate detail by detail because it's just too much for this small scale. So I'm just emulating some of the decorations using some trims, laces and stuff, to create the same effect. Words matter, not harder. I'm really glad I have gathered all these trims and embroidery patches and stuff all over the years. I knew that someday they would come in handy. I'm the type of person that I'm just walking around, browsing around the craft stores, and I will buy a trim or a rhinestone set just because they speak to me. I know I shouldn't do that, but I just can't help it. So it's wig time. This is a short hair wig. I made it using yarn weft, so I think there is not much interesting stuff I can say about this part of the process because it describes itself pretty easily. So I'd rather talk about something you've been curious probably. Yes, my avatar. The thing is, I recently discovered the whole VTuber scene and I was like, what? That is so cool. I was so captivated by all these virtual content creators and their avatars that I really fell in love with the idea. Since then, I've been trying to learn how to create my own avatar and do all the face tracking motions and stuff. Luckily, it's not that hard. I think sometimes we can import tons of awesome stuff techniques from other communities to our own doll customizing community. At least I'm that type of person that likes to keep trying new stuff. This is all the beginning for me. I will keep upgrading my avatar and my tracking equipment, but even now in this early stage, I think it's pretty awesome. So if you guys are interested in how I create this and want to see a short video about it, just let me know in the comment section. And the wig is done. I really like this deep blue color in combination with the turquoise braids. The shoes of these dolls were really experienced. I even had a small mental breakdown while doing them. Luckily, I discovered that the Disney Store print shoes fit him perfectly, so problem solved. This was a really happy coincidence. For the lyre and the Animavision, I decided to go with 3D printing them. I purchased the STL files from Etsy and then I will paint them. And as a final step, I made the final decorations of the belt, the shoes, and the beret. And then everything is ready. Let's dress him up. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know what I'm about to say now. Like this video if you like it. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, cause that's the best type of support and it's totally free. Drop your comment and share, that will help a lot to increase the traffic to my channel. I have the cutest project and content coming up in the next week. See you on my next video. Bye!